have some other folks join us, but we'll go ahead and get started. Did anybody get to hear the story we did last week?
No, I did, but...
Yes, Samantha was there. Anybody else there? So this story is what we call a building story, or a story with a pattern. So this story reminded me a lot of the story about, this is the house that Jack built. This is the rat that lived in the house that Jack built. This is the, and it goes on and adds another something and adds another something. And then by the time you get to the end of the story, you're saying the very first page along with everything you've learned along the way. So this was very similar. This was a Hawaiian story that told you about a family getting ready for a celebration, for a luau, a party, and it was about the food, the traditional dish of poi, which is made from the kala plant, kind of like if you were to mash up a potato, kind of like, it would be kind of like that. And here is the last of the book that will give you the whole book in a couple of pages. This is Ohana. That means a family that loves one another, and the family can include not just moms and dads and brothers and sisters, but also folks like your teachers, your friends, your bigger picture family, and we kind of are Ohana, those of us who gather together. Hey, Lala, how are you? I see you coming in. Welcome, welcome. All right, so this is the Ohana. The loved ones we hold, who give thanks for the sun, how bright and bold, the warms of winds on which stories are told, that lifts the rain to the valley fold, that feeds the stream of sunlit gold, flooding the land that has never been sold, where work of the hands, the wise and old, that reach the water clear and cold into the mud and pick the kala, all right, to make the poi, which is the traditional food, kind of like mashed potatoes, kind of, all right, and for our Ohana's luau. And so there they are, partay. And so in each page of this book, those of you who enjoyed this book with me last time, in each page of this book, then we, each page of this book, we added a new thought, right? We added a new part of the story, so that very last page that we just read shows how everything went together. Okay, so did anybody come up with a building story? Those of you who've been kind of looking, did anybody find another example of a building story or a building song? No, it is kind of one of those things you just kind of happen upon. And I happened one about a frog that finds a bump on a log in a hole in the bottom of the sea. And I thought we could move with that one this morning. And then we'll make our own little building pattern with listening skills. And then we'll rest. How does that sound for our yoga fun today? Does that sound good? All right, here we go. All right, for the hole in the bottom of the sea as this song starts. And again, remember, we add on every time we play. That's what this cumulative tale or this building story is all about. So what I want you to do is to find your boat pose, because that'll be a way to create the hole in the bottom of the sea. All right, so here we go. So find your sit position, right? And remember, you can in the bottom of the sea by reaching back, or you can hold up under the legs. You can lift the leg, okay? And then if you want even more challenge or strengthening opportunity, you can lift the hands. And we'll sing, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole. So you've created one. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. All right, relax your legs. Pull your knees into your chest to give your tummy a little rest. And now will be a log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. Oh, you know what? I guess we need to start off with the sea. Would you like to do the sea first? Let's go back. We'll back up a verse. So we'll make the ocean waves by taking the knees side to side. All right, so we got the sea, we got the hole, and now we're ready for the log. So the log is going to be laying on your belly, okay? And what you're going to do for your log is you're going to stretch your arms out. Keep your face looking towards the ground as you lift your legs, and be a big old tree trunk or a log. And we'll sing, there's a log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a log, there's a log. There's a log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. All right, relax your log, and then switch your hips side to side. to relax the back, and then push your hands into the floor and take your hips back and rest them on your heels for a child's pose, and that's going to be the bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. Okay, again, we're building, all right, we're building just like our story about the ohana. All right, so we're going to lay down. Here we go. We're a bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. We're a bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. We're a bump. We're a bump. We're a bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. All right, push yourself up. And now we're going to put a frog on the bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. Okay? So to be a frog with your body, you can come up on your tootsie toes into a low squat, or if it feels better for you to put your feet flat on the floor, you can do that. Or if it feels even better, you can take something to sit on. I've got a yoga block here, but you can do any of these variations, okay? Any of those are good. So we're a frog on the bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. We're a frog on a bump on a log in a hole in the bottom of the sea. We're a frog, we're a frog. We're a frog on a bump on a log in a hole in the bottom of the sea. All right, how's that? Everybody with me so far? Okay, now what we add on is we're gonna add a wart on the frog. Now, does anybody know what a wart is? Anybody have experience with warts or have to get rid of warts? There's, when you see, what is it, witches at Halloween time, we think of them as having pointy nose and warts, and so warts are just like they come up like bumps on your body, right? And you sometimes have to do things to get rid of them, and there's all kinds of thoughts about how to get her done. But the frog is going to have a wart, and today we're going to create the wart by just poking out one elbow, and we'll make a bump on our frog. Okay, there's a wart on the bump on the frog. Oh, let's try that again. There's a wart on the frog on the bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a wart. All right, the bump on the frog on the bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a wart. There's a wart. There's a wart on the frog on the bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. Okay, now we're going to put a fly on the wart that's on the frog, that's on the bump on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. Okay, all right, so to put the fly, what we're going to do is a pose actually called spider pose. And to do spider pose, you're going to take your hands in front of your body, okay, and you're going to walk your elbows up under your legs, your upper legs, okay? All right, so this is called spider pose, but today it's going to be our fly, all right? There's a fly on the wart, on the frog, on the bump, on the log, in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a fly on the wart, on the frog, on the bump, on the log, in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a fly, there's a fly. There's a fly on the wart, on the frog, on the bump, on the log, in the hole in the bottom of the sea. All right, you got that? All right, now Miss Broam is not very good at this next one, but I'm going to talk you through it. It's called firefly pose, and the idea is after you get the weight on that the upper arm, you should be able to squeeze your tummy muscles, and that's the problem. Miss Broam's tummy muscles are not quite strong enough for this activity, but what you're going to do is squeeze your tummy muscles and lift your legs out to the side. Now I can get one leg going. See if you can get two. All right, there's a flea on the fly, on the wart, on the frog, on the bump, on the log, in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a flea on the fly, on the wart, on the frog, on the bump, on the log, in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a flea, there's a flea. There's a flea on the fly, on the bump, on the wart, on the frog, on the bump, on the log, in the hole in the bottom of the sea. Yay! Woo! And now you can crash boom bang. Yay! All right, was that fun? All right, and like I say, firefly is one you can work on. With your strong tummies, you probably can get both legs lifted, and it was a fun thing to challenge yourself. And if you try it every day, you'll strengthen and you'll maybe get her done. Maybe when we come back to school in the fall, we can all be our fireflies or the fleas on the flies, on the wart, on the frogs, on the bump of the logs, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. Okay? All right, so that pattern made me think of a pattern we do at school when we were thinking about our listening skills, okay? When we're doing our listening skills at school, one of the things we think of is that you have to have your ears on. Remember that? Let's put ears on today. All right, everybody say my ears are on. My ears are on. All right, and so when we think about your ears are on, the next thing we think about is that we'll add the idea that your eyes also have to be on, right? So it's wherever you're looking, then that's where your ears are designed to capture the information, the communication, the noises, the sounds coming, because they're like big old satellite dishes, right, on the side of your head. And that's why it's really hard when somebody is walking away and talking away. It's not, your ears can't catch that sound because you're not pointed or looking right at the speaker. Yeah. All right, so we'll say eyes on, ears on. We got ears on, eyes on, right? All right, so we're building, we're adding. All right, the next thing we often say is that you have to be thinking about what you hear. So listening is more than just capturing the sound. It's about processing it, right? So we'll put on our brain. All right, so everybody say ears on, eyes on, and brain on. And when we have our ears and eyes and brain on, then we are ready to listen. Oh, not quite. We got to do a little more, right? And you remember, as we add on, we remember some things that we don't need to be doing. What needs to rest? What needs to rest? What do you think, Samantha?
Hands.
Yeah, you got to turn off your hands, right? So we'll take our hands and you can rest them in your lap. You can rest them on your knee, but you just don't have them busy. When your hands are busy, they're taking in information. And especially if you were in class with other folks and you were touching other people, right, it would be distracting. And so that's what we know about resting the hands, is it keeps the hands from distracting you from using your ears and your eyes and your brain.
Right.
Okay, all right, so everybody's gonna say ears on, eyes on, brain on, but then we'll turn our hands off. There we go, hands off. All right, so there's another thing we need to turn off. What else do we need to rest?
Your mouth.
You sure do. You want to rest your voice, right? You want to rest your lips. You don't flap your lips. You don't flap your jaws. You don't let your mouth be still. And so right now, I see some of you have on the mute option on your screen. And so that's in a way, you're resting your voice right now as we go through building this pattern. It's okay to have it off, but I understand, like I have things that happen around me sometimes, and it can be distracting if you have those extra noises. So I appreciate that some of you have your mute button on. So but it's not a necessary thing when we have just a handful of us, as much as when we have a whole class full of us. But yeah, it's that same idea. We don't want the mouth to interrupt. We don't want the voice to get in the way of what we're trying to hear. So let's do that. We're building. All right, here we go. Ears on, eyes on, brain on, and then hands are off, and our mouth is off. Okay. All right, there's one more thing we've got to turn on.
Heart.
Yes, we've got to make sure if somebody tells us some sad news, we don't want to have a excited face, right? A face needs to match the news that is shared. So if somebody tells you sad news, then you would have a sad face as you listen to that, because you know your heart hurts, right, when you hear something sad. Or the same as opposite is true. If you hear somebody share some happy news, then your face needs to reflect that, and you want to be excited with that person that has something to share, right? So you listen with your heart too. Heart is on. Okay, so we got 4 parts of us that are on. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got 2 parts of us that are off. All right, and we can build that now, and we can go through all of that to know how to be the best listener we can be. All right, so we'll say ears are on. Ears on. Eyes are on. Eyes on. Brain is on. Brain on. Hands are off. Voice, our mouth, our lips are
Off.
yes. And our heart
On.
on. Very good. And that helps us to be a good listener. And what kind of friend is a good listener? Is it the snake friend?
No.
A teddy bear friend.
Friend. That's right. A teddy bear friend helps the most happen in a good way, right? They're caring, they're loving, they're kind, they're good listeners. They're good listeners. All right. So let's do a twist with our bodies, and then we will do a rest time. All right. We have time to do some resting, and remember that quiet time always helps us to be in our best downstairs brain version of ourselves and ready to go for whatever we may need to do next today. All right, so to twist your body, sit crisscross applesauce, but crisscross the opposite way that you usually do. So when I usually crisscross, I usually do it like this. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the other foot and put it in front. And then notice what that feels like for you. In my brain, I'm saying, wow, that feels a little wonky, right? It's a little different. But our yoga is an opportunity to create balance. And so when we do it the opposite way, it helps us to stretch out and work our hips in a little bit different way that is needed. All right, so let's reach our arms high. Breath in and then fold over your legs and stretch the arms forward. And then walk your hands back up close to your body, and then take a hand to the side and reach up and over. So be nice and wide open. Don't collapse here. You want to be wide open and strong in the chest. Yogis always say that dust the clouds off your heart. So there's how to find more happy and more pleasant feelings. Have that good posture and have that wide open. And also you're creating lots of space for your deep breathing, right? Whenever you're tall with your body. So reach up and over and stretch to the other side. All right, breath in as you reach tall. And then now take opposite hand to knee and look back over your shoulder and see what you can see. All right, come back forward, and then we'll reach the opposite hand to knee. So we'll twist the other way, counter movement, and we'll reach up and over. Breath in as you grow tall, and exhale as you twist a little more. All right, coming back to center, do whatever it is that you would like to do to be comfortable today. If you like to scoot your hips to the wall and do legs up the wall, or legs up a chair, or legs up your bed, or legs up whatever space that you have that can support, go for that. Or if you would like to do just laying out on your mat today, whatever you want to do, get yourself comfortable. I'm going to sit up nice and tall so I can see you rest. And we will work a relaxation called headphones of relaxation. So my big listening ears made me think about that sometimes people wear headphones or earbuds, right, to hear something. And they put those on their ears. Sometimes even people have special headphones for noise cancellation. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Of course, with Bluetooth and other ways, you don't have to always have wires with headphones anymore. You can use wireless ideas as well. But these are going to be your headphones of relaxation, okay? And I got this from another one of the Relax Kids resources. This one's called Pants of Peace. All right, and this particular one is called Headphones of Relaxation. So relax wherever you are. All right, and these headphones that you're pretending to wear, these are going to be your headphones of relaxation. So think about how they feel on your ears and your head. And think about if they're warm or cool. And are they heavy? And stay very still now and allow the headphones to take you deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. Now listen to the words that may be coming through your headphones. You feel calm and relaxed. You feel calm. You feel soft and relaxed. You are soft and relaxed. You are gently soothed. Now let yourself relax into a deep state of relaxation. Breathe in and feel relaxed. Breathe out and feel relaxed. Take in that deep breath, and in your imagination you whisper to yourself, I am relaxed. And as you breathe out, you hear those words again, I am relaxed. Breathe in and feel relaxed. Breathe out and feel more relaxed. You let all your problems go. The exhale blows out all the problems, they blow away. You let all your upsetting thoughts drift away. You feel all your stress melt away. You let go of all your frustrations. You are free to relax. You relax all the muscles in your body. You let everything go. You feel more and more relaxed. You feel sleepy and relaxed. You let go. You let go. With each count, you are more and more relaxed. 1, relax. 2, relax. 3, relax. 4, relax. 5, relax. 6, relax. 7, relax. 8, relax. 9, relax. 10, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Let everything go. Allow yourself to sink into a deep sleep. You're letting go completely. Feel yourself sinking. You're melting, softening, because you are relaxed. And now when you are ready, move your fingers, wiggle your toes, have a big stretch, and open your eyes. And tell me how you're feeling now. Or show me with your hand signals. You got a thumbs up kind of feeling? Do we have more pleasant feelings or unpleasant feelings at the end of our yoga fun? Oh, Savannah, thank you for your thumbs up on screen. I love it. Oh, and somebody else has got it going on. All right, who is that? That's Landon. Landon, thank you. Landon's really talented with his, yeah, I see it again, Landon. Thank you, sir. Landon's very talented. Landon can also watch other people and see their thumbs up. All right, how you feeling there, Lala? You feeling good? Awesome sauce. All right, so let's close with our Namaste song. We'll be together Thursday, some of us, for a good story, and then have some more yoga fun next week. And we'll just keep going all summer. And when your schedule allows and you can keep playing with Miss Broam, join in. And we'll be doing stories and yoga throughout the summertime. It'll help us to stay connected when we can, and help us feel not so alone when we can get together every now and then. And I realize that you may have other things that happen. Sometimes people don't feel well in the family, right, Samantha? And you miss it's okay. We'll get together when we can, and that'll be good. All right, so here we go. Hands together, thumbs to the heart, and we'll sing Namaste. Namaste is what we say, to the good in you, to the good in you, from the good in me, from the good in me. Say namaste, namaste every day, and the world will live in harmony. Yeah, we'll all get along in a better way. Have a great one. Thank you, guys. Thank you.